I want to welcome you to this great St. Patrick's Day event that Ceili of the Valley Society is delighted to host tonight. The group is Beltaine, if some of you are not familiar with them. They are a Celtic fusion band that is from Portland, and their instruments are hammered dulcimer, guitar, accordion, and then flute and penny whistle. And the members are Brian, Jamie, and John. They will probably be introducing themselves, but they do perform both instrumentals and vocals, and they offer a very unique kind of communication and sound. I want to let you know that they have several CDs that are available. To get those, you want to go to their website, which is beltainemusic.com. That will give you instructions about how to order one from them. They are also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. So they have lots of ways to be followed. So without further ado, I want to welcome the group Beltaine. They haven't come on to the stage yet, but they should be entering in right now. And I want everybody to make sure they have a very happy St. Patrick's Day and sláinte all.
Yes, they need.
Are we unmuted? We're here.
Awesome.
Goodness.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Let's all go woo!
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
So this is we're just doing a TED Talk for the next hour and a half, I believe, about, well, I don't know, Guinness and whatever else is in your drink right now. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Doing lattes.
Oh, come on.
Brian killed the light. You guys should have songbooks or the song sheets that were sent out in the emails, but also know that you can go on your phones or anything to our website and we have all the lyrics. Because our expectation is we want everybody to sing as loud so that the entire universe hears us singing tonight.
The World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web will hear us. So we're really happy, all joking aside, very happy to be with all of you. We'll do some shout outs. Well, of course, Ceili of the Valley, we should just start with them for hosting us and asking us to do this, because otherwise we'd just be sitting at home drinking Tullamore Dew instead of being here and drinking Tullamore Dew, you know? So, or whatever would be our drink. So, all right, let's get started. Yeah. right.
All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. There we go. We're having so much fun. We've had time to figure out all this technology, and we're learning a lot. We're feeling quite learned about
Come
this
on,
stuff.
Sebastian. Come.
So I know for a fact that we do have song sheets out there somewhere. I believe they're posted on the website for Ceili of the Valley, or at least maybe in the Zoom,
email.
in the emails. There's also our website that at beltainemusic.com. If you go to the lyrics page, these songs will be in there. So we are going to do primarily some good St. Patrick's Day sing-along tunes, and we're going to start off with one that we've been doing for the last year or two, and it's going to be in our new CD. And this one's special because it's called The Night Patty Murphy Died, and we actually were able to record at the Still House in Oregon City. Some of our fans and friends there singing the chorus, and that's going to end up on our CD with the folks from the Still House as the chorus there. The what did you call them? The Still House Choir, I think it was.
The Beltaine Brigade.
We're going to do The Night Patty Murphy Died. Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the girls got loaded drunk, and they ain't been sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. O'Leary came with the bagpipes, his music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame as they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Yes. As Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out a grief, Kelly and his gang came tearing down the street. They went into an empty room and a bottle of a whiskey stole, and they kept that bottle with the corpse to keep that whiskey cold. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame as they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. About 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Doyle rolls up the icebox lid to see poor Patty's mug. They stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. And at 2:15, we argued it was 9. Oh, that's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame as they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Hey, hey. Well, they stopped the hearse up on 2nd Street outside Still House Saloon. They all went in at 8:30 and staggered out at noon. They went up to the graveyard, so holy and sublime. Found out when they got there, they'd left that corpse behind. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They say it was a sin and a shame as they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame as they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died. Oh yeah. Ah, yeah. The night Patty Murphy died.
Just a fine, fine thing. It's so exciting. We had so many people join in, all the friends of Ceili of the Valley, part of the Beltaine Brigade. We also have some folks, I think, from Kells joining us virtually, and all folks from Spinella's out in Gresham.
In fact, let's just do a toast. Let's start with the folks at Spinella's in Gresham, one of our favorite spots. Salancha to
Salancha.
Spinella's.
Tastes so good.
It sounds fine and it tastes great. I won't say less filling either.
Well, it is less filling. Let's get it.
A few of you have been asking about how do we tip this amazing band you're watching right now?
Wow.
Shameless promotion right there. No. So we do have Venmo in case you're interested. It's at Beltaine Music PDX. So if you want to throw a tip at us, we would always appreciate that. We're going to do a song that stopped us from getting into a fight many years ago in Seaside, Oregon. And next time we're live with you, we'll tell the story in great detail, but we want to make sure we cover what we want to tonight. So this is called A Nation Once Again. When boyhood's fire was in my blood, I read of ancient freemen for Greece and Rome who bravely stood, 300 men and 3 men. And then I prayed I yet might see our fetters rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. A nation once again. A nation once again. And Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. And from that time through wildest woe, that hope had shone a firelight. For good love's brightest summer glow outshine that solemn starlight. It seemed to watch above my head in forum, field and plain. Its angel voice rang round my head, a nation once again. Yeah. A nation once again. A nation once again. And Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. Jimmy. And as I grew from boy to man, it bent me to that bidding. My spirit of each selfish plan and cruel passions ridding. For thus I hope someday to aid, or can such hope be vain, when my dear country can remain a nation once again. A nation once again. A nation once again. And Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. And Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. All right, a nation once again for you there. Well, Johnny, I was thinking you might want to get your flute out here pretty soon. Are you,
I'm ready.
Okay.
Put me in, coach.
We got another. You ready to play today?
I'm ready to play.
Johnny, can you
On the
turn
song
your,
sheets. This will be one. that we do that's not on the song sheets.
Johnny, can you crank your desk?
But
up?
I kind of think that if you listen to enough classic rock, you'll probably be able to sing along with this one. So
Here it is.
in the shuffling madness of the locomotive wreck, runs the all-time loser headlong to his death. He fears a piston scraping, steam breaking on his brow. Old Charles stole the handle and the train, it won't stop going. No, it could slow down. No, it could slow down. He sees his children jump off at the stations one by one. His woman and his best friend in bed and having fun. He's crawling down the corridor, oh, on his hands and knees. Old Charles stole the handle and the train, it won't stop going. No, it could slow down. No, it could slow down. No way could slow down. No way could slow down. Oh, yeah, Charlie! He hears the silence howling, watches angels as they fall. And the all-time winner has got him by the balls. He picks up Gideon's Bible, oh, open at page 1. Oh, thank God he stole the handle and the train, it won't stop going. Oh, it could slow down. No way could slow down. No way could slow down. No way could slow down.
Too much fun. Got to give a shout out to Ian Anderson and Jethro Tull for making flutes cool for all of us band geeks.
Of course, you're still cool because of it. Maybe one of the few reasons, right? But you know, no, John's very cool. All right, so we toasted Spinellas. I know. Send a toast out to all the other people. I think we might have some people down at Kells and maybe the Stillhouse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Kel's Posse at Stillhouse over at the Lodge.
At the Lodge,
God
maybe.
bless everyone.
So cheers to everybody. There's a bunch of you on here that I wish we were together to come out and, you know, talk, get within 6 feet of each other. And we're going to get that pretty soon, but not quite yet.
You still get to hear a cheesy joke, so.
And we'll apologize up front for that. So I think it's time to go back to the song sheets. John's going to do a song for his papa, his father. And I think those of you who have seen us a lot know what we're talking about here. But John, are you good on that? Oh, I'm sorry. Mansoor, sorry. Okay, good. And I believe at Spinella's tonight, Michael, Deanna, did I hear this right? That you guys bought a whole bunch of bottles of Kilbeggan.
It's your turn
So have one for me. I mean a drink, not a bottle. I mean, unless you really want a bottle for me, that's fine. But,
All right, so this one's from my father. This was actually one of my dad's favorite songs, and my mom hated it. I think we first heard it by the Clancy brothers. My mom didn't like it because it was talking about a sewer, and she just didn't think that it was proper to be singing a song about a sewer. So I'm going to sing it. This one is called "They're Moving Father's Grave to Build a Sewer." And at the end of each phrase, I'm going to sing something like to irrigate some rich bloke's residence. And what I want everybody to do is sing in about 103-part harmony, his residence. So we got, I was pretty close, wasn't I?
you're always close on that. Mr. Perfect Pitch, John Keys.
All right, here we go. Thank you. Oh, they're moving father's grave to build a sewer.
A sewer.
They're moving it regardless of expense. They've dug up his remains to lay down 9-inch drains to irrigate some rich bloke's residence. His residence. Now won't there be some bleeding consternation?
Consternation.
And won't those city toffs begin to rave? For it's still more than they deserve, for they had the bloody nerve to muck around on a British workman's grave. Hold on.
See, this is the D chord, and we know the essence of all great songs are in D.
Oh, that's right. Now I got it.
Because as Spinal Tap taught us, D minor is the saddest of all chords. So this is, by nature, between major and minor, because it's a major D, it's the happiest of all. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. You can
No,
keep going.
appreciate that. Thanks. Now, father in his life was not a quitter.
Never.
I'm sure that he'll not be a quitter now. And in his winding sheets, he'll haunt that privy seat and only let them go when he'll allow. When he'll allow. Good. Show off. Now won't there be some bleeding consternation?
Consternation.
And won't those city toffs begin to rave? For it's no more than they deserve, for they had the bloody nerve to muck around on a British workman's grave. 2, 3, to rest in peace is a workman's right. Not to be disturbed by some bloody sewer pipe. A human being can never die, his soul lives on and on. Not like the pipes from running water. They can dig up the grave where me old man lies, but they'll never dig up mine.
They're moving father's grave to build a sewer. In case you were wondering, that is a love song. We have lots of love songs for this. We want to thank Mark with Ceili of the Valley for helping out with sound and giving us some tips throughout the night to make sure we don't start blasting or getting too quiet. So we're going to do our first whiskey song. I think it's kind of important, right, on St. Patrick's Day to do a whiskey song. This one's called Whiskey, You're the Devil. Whiskey, you're the devil, you're leading me astray over hills and mountains and to America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than Tay. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. whiskey of the devil, you're leading me astray. Over hills and mountains into America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than tape. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. Now brave boys rough from march enough to Portugal and Spain. Drums are beating, banners flying, the devil a home we'll have tonight. Love, fare thee well. We meet in the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da, meet in the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da. Here it's for two, laddie-ho, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey, whiskey of the devil, you're leading me astray. Over hills and mountains and to America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than tape. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. Said the mother, do not wrong me, don't take me daughter from me, for if you do I will torment you, and when I'm gone my ghost will haunt you. Love fare thee well. Me pay the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da, me pay the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da. Me rats for two, laddie-ho, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey, whiskey of the devil, you're leading me astray. All the hills and mountains and to America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than tape. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. Ah, yeah. Whiskey of the devil, you're leading me astray. All the hills and mountains and to America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than tape. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. Some French are fighting boldly, men are dying hard and coldly. Gave every man his fast a part of his firelock on his shoulder. Love, fare thee well. We meet in the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da, meet in the raddy-doodle-dum-a-da. Me rex for two, laddie-ho, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey, whiskey, oh the devil, you're leading me astray. All the hills and mountains and to America. You're sweeter, stronger, decenter, you're spunkier than tape. Oh, whiskey, you're my darling, drunk or sober. First of three, to be exact. The first of three whiskey songs for you there.
We like to call it our whiskey flight. A whiskey flight.
They're whiskey songs. That's good, John.
Good, John,
That's actually
that's a
new
new one.
material. That's new. A whiskey flight. I like that.
I usually don't come up with new material.
No, not so much. I think we're going to do a couple slower songs, and this is going to be the first one. John's going to take us on this next song. This is called Wild Mountain Time, or Go Lassie Go. This is one of the songs that's going to end up on our new CD. We're really excited about. So, John?
I always like to give a shout out to my two granddaughters, Imogen and Robin. I started singing this to them when they were first born, and I've continued singing it to them. This is a love song, and actually it just is a wonderful song, has a beautiful melody and a great story to it.
Sorry.
Okay, the other one. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the bloom. Whither you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near young pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers in the meadow. Will you go, lassie, go? and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, I could never find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Let's sing the first verse together. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? I love that song. Actually, I did a variation of that. The third verse, it usually says, if my true love she were gone, I could surely find another. But I heard, I can't even remember who it was. Rob. He changed the lyrics, and I thought it was so perfect because, again, once you find your true love, you can never find another. So.
I think that's true.
What's next?
Well, I want to do a couple more shout outs to people that I know are in the audience. I'm bringing the whiskey out for this one. I'd like to say hello to KB, who's in the audience, I know, and some of her friends. Dan and Wendy, I think, are there. Again, the crew at the Spinellas, we know a lot of people there. So, and I'm wondering about the folks from Washington, the state of Washington, who sometimes see us at a place called Galloway Bay. If they are joining us too. I can't see the list, but cheers to everybody. Thank you for being here.
God bless.
So this is from our last CD. And it's about this great drink called Johnny Jump Up. I think it might be time to do that. And it's not that thing that your grandson or granddaughter or son or daughter jumps up and down in the doorway. This is about a hard cider that's got some good whiskey in it. So if you are out drinking a little bit for this St. Patrick's Day, you might want to give one of those a try. They're very tasty. A good dry hard cider along with a good Irish whiskey. Don't do JD. We know about JD. John did JD one time, and he had to.
Well, I didn't like it. I drank it because I wasn't going to waste it, but I didn't enjoy it.
Right. So anyway, but that's a good one, Johnny Jump Up. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Hendricks on the hammer dulcimer, bending those strings. tell you a story that happened to me. One day as I went down to Y'all by the sea, the sun it was bright and the day it was warm. Said I quite pint wouldn't do me no harm. I went into the barman, said give me a stout. Said the barman, I'm sorry, all the beer is sold out. Try whiskey or paddy, 10 years in the wood. Says I'll try cider, I've heard that it's good. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Hey. After lowering the third, I went into the yard where I ran into Brophy, that big civic guard. Come here, me boy, cause you know I'm the law. Well, I upped with my fist and I shattered his jaw. He fell to the ground with his knees doubled up. But it wasn't I hit him, 'twas Johnny Jump Up. And the next thing I remember, down in Y'all by the sea, was a cripple on crutches and says to me, I'm afraid for my life, I'll be hit by a car. Won't you help me across to the Celtic Knot Bar? After down in a quart of that cider so sweet, he threw down his crutches and he danced on his feet. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. I've been drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Hey. I went up the Lee Road, a friend for to see. They call it the Madhouse in Cork by the Lee. And when I got there, sure the truth I do tell, they had the poor bugger locked up in his cell. Said the guard testing him, said these words if you can. Around the ragged rocks, the ragged rascal ran. Tell him I'm not crazy, tell him I'm not mad. It's only 12 quarts of that cider I had. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Johnny! A man died in the mines by the neighbor McNabb. They washed him and laid him outside on the slab. And after the coroner's measurements did take, his wife brought him home to a bloody fine wake. It was about 12 o'clock and the beer it was high. The corpse sits up and he says with a sigh, I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up till I bring them a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to 100 or 110, I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up. After drinking a quart of the Johnny Jump Up. Oh Jamie!
Thank you. All right, I can tell I'm getting a little carried away. The glasses are starting to slip down the nose. Just got to be careful. Beltaine Velcro strip.
So that's our next. So we just a little secret on what we're planning. We are planning on bringing back some more different Beltaine shot glasses. because we haven't had those for a while, and we want to try to disrupt as many dinners as possible while people are watching our show. Throwing it out there, and then I think we might have to get Beltaine sweatpants, and sweatbands, and the wristbands too.
Okay.
Pandemic. That'll be our pandemic swag there. All right. So how we doing here, John? Do you want to do? Do you want to do the new one? Do you want to do Spanish Ladies Ran and Roar?
Sure. Actually, this is a great song. It talks about as people are traveling around the world, going to different places and meeting different people, but there's always excitement to come back home. And actually, this is part of the piece. A lot of things we've been talking about on TikTok about sea shanties. And I just want to let you know that Beltaine was one of the first groups in the world to ever start sea shanties.
In fact, we invented TikTok because we wanted a method of distributing our sea shanties.
Exactly. This one is called Spanish Ladies, better known as Rent and Roar. Farewell and adieu, you gay Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail for old England, but we hope in a short while to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all across the South Sea until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ashton to Ceili, it's 35 leagues. Now we hove our ship to at the wind at southwest. We hove our ship to our soundings to sea. Then we rounded and we sounded and we got 45 fathoms. We squared our main yard and channel steer we. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all across the Salt Sea until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ashton to Ceili, it's 35 leagues. Now the first land we made, it was called the Dead Man. Next Ramshead, up Plymouth, up Portland the right. We sailed by Beachy, by Farley and Dundas. We hove our ship to in the Southforeland light. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all across the Salt Sea until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ashton to Ceili, 35 leagues. Was made for the Grand Fleet to anchor all in the Downs that night for July. Then stand by your stoppers, steer clear your shank painters, hollow your blue garnets, let tacks and sheets fly. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all across the Salt Sea until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ashton to Ceili, it's 35 leagues. Now let every man toss up a full bumper, and let every man toss up a full glass. We'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. Hearted lasses, Rex and will roar like true British sailors. Rex and will roar all across the South Sea until we strike soundings in the Channel of Orkney. From Ashen to Ceili is 35 leagues. We'll rent and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rent and we'll roar all across the South Sea until we strike soundings in the Channel of Orkney. From Ashen to Ceili is 35 leagues. There you go.
Thanks, John. So that's our reminder about our legacy with TikTok.
Exactly.
Our legacy.
Our legacy with TikTok. Oh boy.
There we go.
I guess we don't have to be in front of a live audience in the same place to do this.
This is new material.
There is some new material. I know. It's amazing. It's been like a year. We finally have some
After
new
10 years.
It took a global pandemic.
Jamie's mentioning that it took a global pandemic for us to come up with new material between John and I for Beltaine. It's fair. It's a fair comment. So.
It's an accurate
Well, you know, I don't. I think there's a chat box potentially open. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on this, and if I am, I'm sorry, Ceili of the Valley. But if you want to just post what you're drinking tonight, how you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day in the chat box, if it's open, please do so. I think that would be kind of fun to.
If not, you can throw it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, or do it on our
If you
Facebook page.
If you got any recipes, any new ideas?
It's Cooking with Beltaine. All right, John did one for his father. I think he's going to do one for his mama.
All right, this one is, I always like to say, this is for me, mother. And this is for all the moms out there. I think I have a couple sisters and maybe some brothers out in cyberspace. I think they know this song too. This one is called I'll Tell Me Ma.
We were close. We were close. Jamie jumped the gun on that
You
one.
know what? Stop.
Jamie's going to quit the band. What's going to happen, man? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is a court in 1, 2, 3. Please want to tell me who is she? So at the end of the, or 2 is 3, one of the other ones. But when we get to that thing and we say she is a court in 1, 2, 3, if everybody claps, it's fun. But if you're drinking or anything, don't stop.
Don't stop drinking. He said not to stop drinking. Yeah.
Albert Mooney says she loves her, all the boys are fighting for. Knock on the door and ring the bell, say, oh my true love, are you well? Out the come white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Oh, Jenna Murray says she'll die if she doesn't catch a fellow with a roving eye. Tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is a court in 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Can we take it around, Jamie? The rain and the hail blow high and still come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get a true love by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell him on till she comes home. Let them come as they will, for it's Albert Moon and loves her still. Mama, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is good in 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who it is?
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad.
Very
Tribute
good.
out to all the mothers and fathers out there. Hey,
So,
wanted-
what are you thinking, John?
well, I just wanted to first give another thank you out to the Ceili of the Valley. Ceili of the Valley and Beth and the whole group, they've been friends of Beltaine for many, many years. Remember, I think they came out and did a dance at Ankeny Vineyards
That's right.
on one Sunday. And that's one of the cool things about Ceili of the Valley. They really do a lot of promotion of Celtic heritage. They have dances, activities. I think they did like a St. Patrick's Day distance parade. So definitely go onto their website, check them out. If you want to make a donation, that's awesome. And thanks again for hosting us.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, also thanks to Bethel Lutheran Church. That's where we are tonight in North Portland. This is Bethel is where Brian and I met and where Jamie and I met. So the foundation of Beltaine is with Bethel.
That's right. That's right.
When our piano students have their recital.
And it's where Jamie's piano students have their piano recital. There's a lot going on in here, so we appreciate them letting us use the space for this performance. We haven't done a lot of performances like this since the pandemic started. We kind of waiting, and but I think it was time to start doing it. So
Right. Feels good.
yeah, it does.
Good.
Feels really good to be with
Not
everybody.
to me, I quit.
Not to Jamie, she quit. She said, "Good. That's kind of that's a good, almost new liner too. There, new one-liner there too." All right, so we're gonna do our second whiskey song, and this is actually an original that we put a video out to recently. Jamie, there's that moth you've been talking about. You caught another moth? There's more than one moth in here. You already got rid of one of the moths? Okay. This is what the banter is like on stage, so we're just sharing it with you now. So, anyway, so this song is called the Pig Latin Whiskey Song. It was inspired, I wrote it inspired by my two daughters who can talk Pig Latin just like Mari and Bridget can speak it like nobody else I know. So this is, I was driving home and they were speaking in the background in the back of the car, and I was like, let's put Pig Latin and whiskey together in a whiskey song, and that's where this idea came from. So
Brilliant.
it's brilliant, or I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I'm not sure. Anyways, but this is called the Pig Latin Whiskey Song.
All right, kids.
All right, here we go. As I rove, I find a world of contradiction, a beauty paired with fiction in the land. All these lies, sowed by clever use of diction, by kings and politicians to divide. But I know we can unify the masses with simple words and glasses, sing along and raise a toast and drink it down. Whiskey's never judged me, even when my face hits the ground. And no, it ain't no sin. Let's use the tongue to unify, rise up with a common cry, simplify the words we say, wash them down with whiskey way, our way of whiskey way. Oh, our way, and whiskey way. Whiskey way is king, whiskey way is queen. Way of whiskey way. Don the man, you hold your phone in desperation, a slave to tech temptation every morn. Your dirty words prompt the world to sing today. E-way, ill way, it's the stray. Tweet it out and raise a toast get down. Whiskey's never judged me, even when I face plant on the ground. And no, it ain't no sin. Let's use a tongue to unify. Rise up with the common cry. Our way of whiskey way. Oh, our way and whiskey way. Whiskey way is king. Whiskey way is queen. Our way of whiskey way. Johnny, yeah. There you go, Pig Latin whiskey song for you.
I don't know. Still not trying to figure out that Pig Latin. I could never figure it out. It just didn't work for me.
Just, I don't know. You
have
didn't
to-
go to the right schools,
I
John, or
guess
something.
I'm
I
gonna have
don't-
to try to take an online course or something.
We're going to do, again, these are all on the song sheets. If you haven't found the song sheets and you'd still like to, they're on our webpage, beltainemusic.com, and it's the lyrics page. And I think that they're also on the website or on the invite for the email for Ceili of the Valley. So all these songs we're playing should be on there. We wanted to make sure you had access to them. We're going to do a song that was on our last CD. This is called Old Rosin the Bow. It's one of our favorite Irish tunes to play. I've traveled this world all over, and now to another must go. I know the good quarters are waiting for to welcome old Rosin the Bow. To welcome old Rosin the Bow. Oh, to welcome old Rosin the Bow. I know the good quarters are waiting for to welcome old Rosin the Bow. When I'm dead and laid out on the counter, a voice you will hear from below, saying send down a hogshead of a whiskey to drink with old Rosin the Bow. To drink with old Rosin the Bow. Oh, to drink with old Rosin the Bow. Saying send down a hogshead of a whiskey to drink with old Rosin the Bow. So get a half dozen stout fellas and line them all up in a row. Let them drink out of half-gallon bottles to the memory of Rosin the Bow. To the memory of Rosin the Bow. Oh, to the memory of Rosin the Bow. Let them drink out of half-gallon bottles to the memory of Rosin the Bow. this half dozen stout fellas and let them all stagger and go and dig a great hole in the meadow, and in it I put a rosin the bow, and in it put a rosin the bow, and in it put a rosin the bow, and dig a great hole in the meadow, and in it put a rosin the bow. So get ye a couple of bottles, place one at me head and me toe, with the diamond ring stretched out upon them, the name of old rosin the bow, the name of old rosin the bow, the name of old rosin the bow, with the diamond ring stretched out upon them, the name of old rosin the bow, the name of old rosin the bow. Rosin the bow for you right there. So for those of you who don't know the band real well, we have a pretty unusual instrument. For those of you who don't recognize it, I'm playing a guitar. This has got 6 strings. Oh, that's an old joke, isn't it? That's a really old joke. That's a pre-pandemic joke. We can only do actually current jokes, so I don't have one. John's playing what's called a hammer dulcimer, and we're going to feature this in a song right now. It's the title track off of our last CD. This is called Ceiili's Jig. John wrote this getting inspired from the Tillamook Lighthouse from the beach, and he got a little bit of press for this. We submitted it after we recorded it, and it was featured in a Dulcimer magazine, like Dulcimer World or
No, really, there is a
Dulcimer magazine. So it was
Dulcimer
featured
Player
on
News.
Dulcimer Player News on a little CD that goes out to different places. So anyway, this is called Ceiili's Jig. John Keys there on the hammer dulcimer. Jamie Vandenberg on the accordion.
Brian Baker on guitar.
So we've come to the time of night when we need to do our trademark not standard, but trademark, one of our trademark songs. This is called 2 Hours After St. Patrick's Day, and one we play quite a bit. It's written by our dear friends Patrick Dooney and Michael Spicer, and it's 5 hours away right now. 2 hours after, wait a minute, 5 hours? Is it 9 o'clock already? It's a little after 9. There we go. So in 2 hours, you can be blasting this song, right?
5 hours.
5 hours. Wait a minute, 2 hours. Wait, what?
2 hours past midnight.
So that's 5 hours.
Thou shalt count to 3, not 4, and 5 is right out. What's that from, fans out there? I'll take a little fill here. Thanks.
The whiskey of the
That's
band,
good.
Tullamore. Wow.
Wow, that's right.
I might not be drinking all this. Actually, wait a minute. If my kids are watching, I'm definitely not drinking all this, all right? Just gonna have a sip. That's it. Not gonna drink the whole thing.
I'll drink it.
Yeah, it'll be James. No. John will drink. John will drink.
It's a burden I must bear.
Yeah, so 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day.
How many of these did I do?
That's a good question. How many, what do you call those? Trills or shrill?
Glissandos.
Glissandos?
I did 3 in
Is it
Johnny-
glissandos or glissandos?
Glissandos.
Glissandos.
Yeah,
How many have you done before?
I
Okay.
did 3 in Johnny Jump Up, so that's my record.
Okay, glissando. So for those watching out there in internet's land, let's keep track of how many glissandos Jamie does in this song, just for fun. Oh, there's a moth. Squirrel. I can't. No, it's up too high now. We should do the rest of we got like 20 more minutes, right? We'll just be chasing. We'll show us chasing around little, moths or whatever. All right, here we go. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's one. It's amateur hour, it's a criminal scene. They toast the old country with the leprechaun's gleam, and the redheads get prettier with every white lie. But they keep saying, go on and die. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day, now Maggie's got beads at the end of the bar. I threw her a line, I didn't get very far. She was more into the back of the jar. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, lie, nine, and nine.
That's the chorus. Sing along.
Hi, hi, hi.
Swing your glasses.
Hi, lie, nine, and nine. Now Molly was always a good Catholic girl until her balloons came in. Now I'm holding her hair back in a dark parking lot. She's ditching the corned beef and cabbage I bought. The reasons I loved her I quickly forgot. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. So Molly's in taxi and done for the night. We're counting the glissandos by Jamie. If I can't get lucky, I'll go fight a fight. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. Hey! Hi, hi, hi. That's 2. Hi, hi, nine, nine, nine. Hi, 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 3. Hi, lie, 9, and 9. Wait a minute, does that count? Does that count as a glissando? That's a... Wow, I bet that sounded really interesting on a Zoom call. That kind of hurt my ears. If you're on headphones, I'm sorry. Do not charge us for any ear damage that caused. So wait a minute, Jamie, are you at 4 or what are you at 4 or 5? John's at 1. That might be enough of that. I don't know. I can't find a fight, and I can't find a girl. Old Clancy is closing the bar. It's amateur hour, and I'll start ringing that bell. If you take me to heaven, I'm gonna take you to hell. If you truly are lucky, I never will tell. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. 2 hours after St. Patrick's Day. All right. Hey. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, nine, nine, nine. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, nine, nine, nine. Oh, Jamie. Glissando. Thank you. Can I have another? Hi, line, nine, nine. Hi, hi, hi. Ooh. Hi, line, nine, nine. Glissando. And the winner, chicken dinner. I think that was 7 for you. 6 or 7.
Yeah, wow. Never again.
Never again. That's good stuff. Well, hopefully the dulcimer glissando didn't hurt anybody's
Yeah,
ears.
sorry about that.
That was amazing. I love that.
Every
Every gig.
gig.
Yeah, we can do that now.
So I think we got about 10 or 15 more minutes. We're having a great time. Thank you for joining us. Again, if you want more information about our band, we are at beltainemusic.com. On Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, we're actually just Beltaine PDX. And then Venmo is Beltaine Music PDX. You know,
Close enough.
it's close enough. You know, you'll
Potato
find
for
us.
cotton.
We're not from Poland. That's the one thing to know. There's a Beltaine band with the same spelling from Poland. That's not us. So. Okay, let's see here.
We got Rising of the Moon.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're going to do Mary Mac for you. It's a tune that we play a lot at the pubs. We're going to do it the way we arranged it on, since we don't have a live audience, we're going to do it the way we arranged it on our upcoming CD. So this is called Mary Mac. Yeah, we think it's like this. And just to let you know, there's no glissandos in Mary Mac. There's none. We're done with that.
Speak for yourself. You ready?
Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac, marry me. My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac. Well, I'm going to marry Mary, for when Mary's taking care of me, well, I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. Readin'-doodin'-da-da-doodin'-da-da-doodin'-doo. Well, there is a young lass, her name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's the girl I'm gonna track. And lots of other fellas wanna get her on her back, but I'm thinking that they'll have to wake up early. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac, marry me. My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac. Well, I'm going to marry Mary, for when Mary's taking care of me, well, I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. Readin'-doodin'-da-da-doodin'-da-da-doodin'-doo. Mary and her mother are an awful lot together. In fact, they hardly see the one without the other. And people often wonder if it's Mary or her mother, or both of them together. I'm courting Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac, Mary Mac. My mother's making Mary, Mary Mac. Well, I'm going to marry Mary, for when Mary's taking care of me, well, I'll be feeling Mary when I marry Mary. The wedding's on a Wednesday, everything's arranged. Soon her name will change, the man unless I might be changed. I'm making the arrangement, just about to arrange. Marriage is an awful undertaking. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac, Mary Mac. My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac. Well, I'm going to marry Mary, for when Mary's taking care of me, well, I'll be feeling Mary when I marry Mary Mac. Should it be a grand affair, grander than a fair? Going to be a fucking trip for every feather's there. And I'll be a bugger if I don't get my share. If I don't, well, I'll be very much mistaken. Mary Mac's mother's making Mary Mac, Mary Mac. My mother's making me Mary, Mary Mac. Well, I'm going to marry Mary, for when Mary's taking care of me, well, I'll be feeling Mary when I marry Mary Mac. A little Mary Mac for you there. I think so.
So, this has been a tough year for many, and there's been a loss of loved ones and just a tough time. And we lost a very special person this year to cancer. It was the Sergeant Major of the Beltaine Brigade. Beltaine Brigade is kind of the fan club of Beltaine, and there's many of you are out there tonight, and you might remember Steve Mahoney, the Sergeant Major who always came to the Still House and to all of our gigs, kind of dressed to the nines. And this was his favorite song. So we'd like to raise a toast to the Sergeant Major, Steve Mahoney, and we're going to sing his favorite song, Rising of the Moon. To Steve, Slancha.
One, two, three, four. Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush, a book, he'll hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get ye ready quick and soon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering's to be. In the old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One more word for signal, token whistle up of that marching tune. With the pikes upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. With your pikes upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. Well, they fought for dear old Ireland, full and bitter was their fate. What a glorious pride and sorrow fills the name of 98. Yet thank God even still our beating hearts and manhood's beating noon, who would follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, who would follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, who would follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon. That's for you, Steve. All right, so we're going to wrap up with a couple of our favorite tunes. This is another one coming off of, this next one's coming off of our new CD. This is called I'm a Rover. It's about a person who goes out and wanders the world, and then at some point that person comes back and connects with the person that they love very much. This is called I'm a Rover. I got that right? You did. The person she is. Okay. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Hey! Although the night be darkest dungeon, not a star to be seen above, I will be guided without a stumble to the arms of my only love. I went up to her bedroom window, kneeling gently upon a stone. I rapped on a bedroom window, my darling dear, do you lie alone? I'm a rover, seldom sober, I'm a rover of high degree, and when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking how to gain my love's company. She raised her head from a feathered pillow, raised her arms up around her breast, saying, who's at me bedroom window, disturbing me at me long night's rest? It's only me, your own true lover, open the door and please let me in, for I have come on a long night's journey, and I am near drenched to the skin. I'm a rover, seldom sober, I'm a rover of high degree, and when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking how to gain my love's company. She opened the door with the greatest pleasure. She opened the door and she let me in. We both shook hands and embraced each other. Until the morning we lay as one. Now my love, I must go and leave you. Although the mountains be high above, I will climb them with greater pleasure. Now that I've been with the only love. I'm a rover, seldom sober, I'm a rover of high degree, and when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking how to gain my love's company. I'm a rover, seldom sober, I'm a rover of high degree, and I'm drinking, I'm always thinking how to gain my love's company. I'm a rover, seldom sober, I'm a rover of high degree, and when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking how to gain my love's company. Oh yeah. I'm a rover for you, everybody. Hey, so we've had a great time performing for you. We're going to finish up with our last song. I do want to introduce the band to you again. This is Mr. John Keys on the hammered dulcimer flute and penny whistle. Miss Jamie Vandenberg there on the accordion. My name is Brian Baker, and I'm playing guitar and singing for you. John's also singing too. We're Beltaine. Check us out when we're back in the clubs and pubs again, because that's going to happen probably before we know it. And yeah, definitely post comments if you want to on our websites, on our Facebook pages, our Facebook page. And I'm trying to think. We're just gonna finish with a nice slow song, again written by a couple of dear friends of ours. This is called Black Grass. It was written about the Metolius River in Central Oregon, and it's about whiskey and women and hanging out and trying to make sense of this crazy world that we live in. This is called Black Grass. The crowd is getting restless, it's time to take the stage. They don't want to hear it if it's written on a page. There's a devil by our side, and our demons deep inside. Sing the song, they cry out, and take us for a ride. The river rolls along outside, it doesn't have a care. Whiskey flows more merrily with music in the air. I might have thought of you, but I drank those thoughts away. I pulled my favorite guitar till the night swallowed the day. A woman is a temptress, and whiskey is a sin. When the devil comes a-calling, let him play his mandolin. The river rolls along outside, it doesn't have a care. Whiskey flows more merrily with music in the air. Angels in the darkness, they throw us all a bone. To keep the banshees quiet, we'll sing another song. Searching for melody, lassoing a star. When death's dark angel comes to call, we'll give him a guitar. The river rolls along outside, it doesn't have a care. Whiskey flows more merrily with music in the air. The river rolls along outside, it doesn't have a care. Whiskey flows more merrily with music in the air.
Well, we have had a couple people asking for an encore here also. So, yep. There's now 4 saying we want an encore. So
We've been working at this song. It's called Inagata da Vida, and no. Well, what do we want to play? We could play one more. Oh, you know what? Yes, we do have an encore because we forgot our third whiskey song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, is that somebody's? Nope.
So you know what? We'll do whiskey in the jar because that's a video that we did this summer when in the depth of the pandemic as an encore. And I said we were going to do 3, which is also a
Whiskey Flight.
a whiskey flight, and we didn't do it. So we'll do. Is that okay? Is it okay to do one more song? We don't want to. I assume it's okay. We don't want to break your Zoom program or anything by going too long or whatever. So, okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so we're gonna do a song called "Whiskey in the Jar," and there's 6 claps in it. And hey, if you're home, and no more. Hear that? You hear that, keys?
Yeah,
No more than
I
6.
can't do more than 6. I gotta figure out
As I was going over the Cook and Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for I am a bold deceiver with a me ring dum-a-doo dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-I, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She smiled and she vowed that she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, for they never can be easy with me. Ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o? What for the daddy-I? There's whiskey in the jar. They threw me into prison, bound without a writ of bounty, for robbing Captain Farrell near the Cook and Kerry Mountains. But they couldn't take my fist, so I punched and knocked the sentry, and I bade no farewell to the captain or the gentry. With a me ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o? What for the daddy-I? There's whiskey in the jar. John's gonna put down his foot, and he's gonna start up a little solo for you. Threw me into prison, bound without a writ or bounty, for robbing Captain Farrell near the Cook and Kerry Mountains. But they couldn't take my fist, so I punched and knocked the sentry, and I bade no farewell to the captain or the gentry. With a me ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o? What for the daddy-I? There's whiskey in the jar. If I could find my brother who's listed in the army, I know that he would rescue me in Cook or in Killarney, to set out from this place and go roving in Kilkenny. I'd be much safer there than this, that's my faithless Jenny. With a me ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o? What for the daddy-I? There's whiskey in the jar. With me ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o? What for the daddy-I? There's whiskey in the jar. There it is, glissando. Thank you so much, everybody. Anything else for the good of the order, Ceili of the Valley, before we wrap up?
Well, I think if people want to unmute, I think you can get a real clap from everybody now.
Aw, we'll hear it. Yeah. Go ahead. Yay, we hear it. It almost sounds like there might be a cowbell in there too. The cowbell are playing live again. Okay, let's all try to sing Happy Birthday now. How many of us have ever had that experience on Zoom?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming and sharing St. Patrick's Day with us. God bless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Everybody.
Thank you.
God bless.
Blanca.